Good morning, everybody, from Villa Springwater, Dellawa. I cannot put into words how beautiful it is, but anyway, we have an action-packed day planned for you guys and for us ahead, and let's jump right in. The first stop in today's video is going to be the Tototua Tea Company here in Dellawa, where we are going to witness how the tea leaves that we have seen in the previous video are going to be processed basically into tea. And I cannot wait to find out.
It's been so long since we wore face masks. Wow, this feels weird. But we're both very excited to check this place out. Oh, great. Thank you. We have to put some white stuff on, some white gowns. This is going to be interesting.
I feel like a doctor. Oh.
Yep.
Cleanliness is very important when dealing with tea. So, in we go into the factory. We have new shoes as well. Oh, there's a giant pile of tea.
Yeah.
Crazy to see that. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. The aroma in here is crazy.
I feel so stylish right now.
Especially that your face mask is cricket on your face. So the first step of the process is obviously that the tea has to arrive within the factory. So here they have a little door that they open up, and the tea is getting weighed in here so that they can basically transport it into the factory.
So after the tea gets weighed, it gets brought into this section here, which is basically loads of different troughs. And each individual trough holds 1.2 tons of tea. That's pretty crazy. And there's like easily 20 of these troughs all over here.
We extract water to 40%. That's enough for rolling.
Ah, yes. So after the trough area here, it gets sorted and then it's put into a rolling room. I'm not too sure now what exactly that step is, but here we are. Manually rolling.
Two rolling.
Yep.
That's one, it's a two. You can see it.
Oh!
Oh!
Sweet beverages.
That's cool. So you have a manual rolling station and then a machine one as well.
No, I think they're just filling it into the bowl, or is it completely?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, they're filling it in.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
under it you have the thing that
Yeah.
kind of goes in circles.
So we came downstairs and this is actually where they have like all the boxes full of tea. And I feel like I'm getting like a second-hand caffeine rush right now.
All of a sudden I feel super awake. I'm like, wow!
It's so cool though. The sheer volume of tea that they produce here is insane.
Upstairs we were just showing you this rolling thing below. We're now basically on the other side of that rolling thing. It looks super interesting. Oh, I think I lost the group. Ah, there's the group. I think I got lost already. Anyway, here you can see basically the tea being rolled around over and over. And up here it even looks still green, and down there it looks a little bit browner already.
So guys, this is actually where the tea gets fermented, and it spends around 2.5 hours under this vaporizer here. 2.5 hours, it changes color, and then you know it's fully fermented. And now we're kind of learning as we go along the way as to what the next steps are. But this room is absolutely massive. There's so much going on in here. It's crazy. Oh, it's very dark. After it gets fermented, so after the tea gets fermented, it gets sent into a massive drying room, which is actually just behind me here. So it dries, and it dries for around 2.5 hours again, and then it gets sent to quality control. So after the tea gets categorized, this is actually the end product. It's kind of like a dry, flaky, as you would buy like your tea in a store.
Like a loose tea, yeah.
Like a loose
the
tea,
loose version. But I think they're kind of sifting it through down here. So on top you have like the larger tea leaves, and down there you have the smaller tea leaves. So probably it gets separated here.
Yeah, true. And now here, guys, you can see the tea is separated into 20 different types of grades of tea, and that depends just on sort of the texture and the quality of the different tea.
So if you look at it closely, this here, for example, would be the size of tea for a tea bag.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's very fine,
and
like sand.
And these two here would be more sold as loose tea, basically, that you can fill into your teapot.
It's a little bit thicker. It's really, really interesting though. It's absolutely a fascinating place. And you can see just boxes and boxes and boxes literally everywhere full of tea.
So here you can see the finished product.
2 to 3 days.
Yes.
From start to finish, from when they get the leaf all the way up until this. That's very, very fast, and it's so interesting to see that you can do that in such a short period of time. It's really nice. For sure, for sure. I thought it would take a lot longer than that. It basically depends on how much tea they're getting. Obviously, the more tea they get, the longer the process will take. So we made our way to the actual packing area of the tea. So after it is quality controlled, sampled, all of that good stuff, this is where it actually gets bulked together, packed up, and ready to export. And they put 36 kilograms of tea into one of those bags. That's a lot of tea. I think you can be caffeinated for the rest of your life with 36 kilograms of tea. Check this out. So this is the finished product basically here, that will be sent to the suppliers, I believe, that either export it or keep it in the country. And those bags are legitimately like half my height. It's kind of like a waist level height, how large those tea bags are. Very large tea bags. Which grade is the most popular grade? BOP. It's the most popular grade. BOP is the most popular grade. It's an army of huge tea bags. And I am the commander. Commander Luke. So guys, that was a quick little inside look of Pototua Tea Factory. Very interesting. And now I think we're going to go back to the village of Dellawa. A couple of other cool things as well coming your way in this video, so watch all the way to the end. We just made a very quick pit stop to check out this waterfall. Wow, how beautiful is this? You can go swimming here. I believe the water is probably pretty cold, but it's so beautiful. Oh my god. And down there you kind of have the rest of the river flowing down. Wow, it's a natural waterfall. Black hole. It's called the Black Hole Waterfall, and it feels like we're in some sort of a fairy tale. I never thought I would be able to see something like this in my life. Yeah guys, it really wouldn't be Sri Lanka or a true Sri Lankan experience if you didn't find yourself here in the middle of nature. This waterfall is out of this world. We're so grateful to be here in such a rural and remote place in Sri Lanka. This is just no words really to describe the natural beauty of this area. The sound of the water, the trees, the birds, the animals. It's so cool. And it was literally only like 2-3 minutes away from the tea factory, you know?
I'm in shock at the natural beauty of this country.
Yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely amazing. And it would be actually really cool to go for a swim because it's a pretty hot day, but unfortunately we didn't bring any towels with us.
No, not today.
Wow, absolutely gorgeous. So beautiful. We find ourselves here just at the end of the actual fall itself, so it kind of flows down here and then it heads towards into a stream or a river down this direction. It's so gorgeous. Just right beside where the waterfall is as well, you have a massive tea field, literally like a rolling hill that is covered in tea plants. It's so stunning. And this is really the only part of the world where you're going to experience something like this. It's incredible. It's really funny just sitting here in this car and we're driving between different destinations that we want to shoot at, and just stopping every couple of minutes, rolling down the window and looking out at the pure stunning nature that is absolutely everywhere. It's just mind-blowing. The location where Dellawa is just so utterly removed from the rest of the world, even the rest of Sri Lanka, and that's saying a lot. We're literally only a few hours outside of Marissa, where we were not that long ago, but it literally feels like a totally different planet, and we're just surrounded by greenery. It's so cool. Made our way to a rural area now called Dellawa. We're gonna have a cup of coffee, I think.
So we're just in a small cafe in a place called Dellawa. We ordered some tea there and we got some nice egg roti as well. You want to give it a try?
Yeah, for sure. Just kind of tear it apart, see what it tastes like. Seems to be filled with like egg and spice and stuff like that. Oh, we have tea as well.
Good tea.
It's kind of like a pancake batter texture, filled with egg and spice, and I'm sure it goes perfectly with the tea as well. It's amazing.
After seeing the tea production just there before in Dellawa, and now drinking the tea actually, makes me appreciate this tea so much more, and this one is really tasty.
So after having a quick Ceylon tea and some delicious egg roti here in Dellawa, we are ready to continue exploring. I feel hyper caffeinated now. Between the tea factory and actually drinking a physical tea, I am on cloud 9 right now, where we're ready to explore some more.
We're going to be exploring so much faster now because of how hyperactive we are.
This is crazy.
So we heard before in the area of Tangale or Tangol that the government wasn't helping so much there with food vouchers or anything like that. Now here in the area, that's a completely different situation. If you turn the camera around, you see loads and loads of people who are getting food vouchers here in the area, and they're all going directly into the supermarket and obviously getting their food out of cargills here as well, which is very good to see that the government is supporting in this area.
Yeah, for sure. There's literally around 1,000 people in this queue, so it's crazy to see. Wow, guys, so this here is called the Green River, flowing from God knows where, but right now we're in Dellawa, and apparently this river flows from here all the way to Gol. So that is quite a distance, and it's absolutely beautiful, as you can see.
We can really not put into words how much the people here mean to us. It's so heartbreaking to see, because obviously a lot of them are going through very hard times, but they're still so happy, smiley, chatty. They're all waving to us, saying hello and so on. And I think other nations or people of other nations would have probably break under the pressure that the country is going through right now, but the people here are just, they're so strong, and like, to be honest, I'm just in awe with the people here, and they just mean the world to us, to be honest.
Here we are, we made our way just outside of Dellawa here to a very beautiful temple grounds. And surrounding this temple, actually, you have like a 360 panoramic view of the amazing green nature. Beautiful pagoda, big white pagoda here. And just look at the beautiful surroundings. Palm trees everywhere. So we're not actually sure what the name of that temple is, but the name of the village itself is called Thiniyawala. Oh, okay. And the village is Thiniyawala. So guys, we made our way just outside of Dellawa once again, and we are at a family-run restaurant called Taste of Sirenimo. And we were told by Nirmal that tourists never ever visit this particular restaurant or this part of Sri Lanka, so we're very, very privileged to be here. We ordered a couple of different things like cuttlefish, deviled chicken, and a couple of other options as well, so we're very excited to try this family-run restaurant here in rural Sri Lanka.
So as a first course here today, we ordered, or our driver ordered, the shrimps and some chicken sausage. And I went ahead and removed the shell of one of the shrimps to try them. Oh yeah, this is so good.
It's nice and spicy.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's boiled in coconut milk. Got some nice onions with it as well. It's beautiful. Not too spicy at all though. It's,
no, it's perfect.
Just like a very smooth spice to it. It's very nice.
We also have some lion lager as well to wash down the spiciness.
Sausages are good as well.
So guys, we got a nice plate of deviled chicken as well, which is nice and spicy, flavorful chicken. It's really, really delicious, and you have these amazing vegetables mixed in there as well. This plate too is all little prawns with some onions as well, kind of like pickled vegetables. This one is by far my favorite. I really, really love deviled chicken. It is just really delicious. And the coating on here is so good. It's nice and spicy too. It's so delicious.
Das Essen war sehr lecker.
Made our way to the next little stop, I suppose, before we head back to the villa. We are back in a river, walking barefoot through this beautiful river here. And this is actually a similar river to where we were. I believe it's actually the same river in our last video. So this river obviously runs through Dellawa in some way, and it is unbelievably gorgeous. There's loads of fish. Oh wow, plenty of fish here. It's obviously fresh water. It's absolutely stunning and covered by trees, very, very large trees as well. What a stunning experience. The rocks are slippy as well. So Naomi is being guided by Nirmal to get back. It's so slippery, but it is so beautiful. Naomi went for a bit of a walk in here into the deeper end of the water. I cannot believe just how beautiful it is. I made my way here up onto this rock, and it gave me a perfect view out over onto this stream. Wow, this is one of the most beautiful, most untouched, stunning places that Naomi and I have ever seen in our lives. And that's saying a lot. We've traveled quite extensively over the last few years. This place is unbelievable, honestly. I can't even say, I can't get across on camera just how incredible this place is. And guys, just like that, after an absolutely insane, action-packed 2 full days of exploring around Dellawa, we are back here at the Villa Springwater Dellawa, and what an absolute gem this place is. Words cannot describe perfectly just how incredible this is. I just want to show you guys just a little bit around the villa itself. So here you have a kitchen which is separate from the villa itself. You also have this is the main stunning villa itself as well. Now you have 2 big bedrooms. One, the main bedroom, has 2 large double beds. You also have a separate bedroom right here that has 1 double bed. So there's enough room to sleep 6 people in this villa itself. There's also an outhouse or a bathroom. It's actually connected to the 2 bedrooms, so it's not an outhouse. The outhouse itself is the kitchen. Right beside the villa, running along down here, is a river. So you have adventure literally at your doorstep. You can come literally out of this villa, walk down as Naomi is stumbling down right now, and you'll find yourself, in a matter of a couple of footsteps, you'll find yourself at a totally natural river. You also have this incredible spring water pool, totally natural as well. Obviously the outside and the general structure of it was built by the amazing owner Samir, but this, you cannot ask for more. If you have a hot day and you need to go and bathe in this, it's totally perfectly fine. It's all natural, and you're going to have an absolutely amazing experience. And we want to use this video and obviously the previous video to let you guys know that this incredible villa stay and this amazing village of Dellawa has totally open arms to visitors. They want people to come and experience the real and true and honest Sri Lanka. They would love to have you guys come here and check out this place. You are not going to get any closer or any much more of a realer connection than this to total blissful nature than Villa Springwater Dellawa right here. This experience that Naomi and I have had here has literally changed our lives. We've only been here for like 48 hours, and we can truly say that it has changed us entirely. The experiences that we've had over the last few days here has just been out of this world. And as I said, this place is totally open for people to come and check it out. If you do want to come and check this villa out, please reach out to us, or you can also reach out to the owner himself. We will leave his email or something like that, contact details, in the description of both of our Dellawa videos. People in Sri Lanka right now, the #1 thing that they need is tourism. They need eyes on their country. We need to wake people back up and make them understand that Sri Lanka is perfectly fine, perfectly safe, and readily available to accommodate as many tourists as possible. And tourism is what is helping these people to thrive and to get back on their feet, especially after the last few years of chaos that the world has gone through. So guys, do yourself a massive favor. Come to Sri Lanka. Come and check out Dellawa. You will not regret 1 second of it. And just look at this. Out of this world. So guys, that was our short but extremely epic stay at Dellawa and Dellawa Spring Water Villa.
So epic. We couldn't be more grateful for what we were able to see and to experience the past few hours here. Oh my God, I haven't felt any closer to Sri Lankan people and Sri Lankan culture than this, to be honest.
It's been out of this world, and we want to say a massive special thank you to Samir's family, to our amazing driver, to everybody that we've met all along the way. We're literally lost for words right now, and we're struggling to even communicate in English because we're both so tired from the level of adventure that we've been on for the last 48 hours.
But it's really taught us a lot, from learning how tea is produced to learning more about local plants, the community around here. We have experienced so much that we couldn't have learned out of any books or websites at all.
Absolutely, guys. Travel is the best education in the world, and that is why we are promoting tourism to Sri Lanka, because if you want to learn a lot about how other people live, Sri Lanka is the place to start. So guys,
Sure.
Thank you so much for watching. My name is Luke.
My name is Naomi.
We are the Two Mad Explorers.
And this is your reminder to keep exploring.
See you guys in the next Sri Lankan adventure.
Stuti for watching.
Stuti, bye bye.